All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players, and they have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. I start off with a bit of Shakespeare because it highlights this first way that men destroy their image. What is that? They don't change. Seriously, why have you had the same style, the same haircut, the same look for over a decade? As human beings, we have this amazing ability to get better, to improve our lot in life, to take a step in the right direction. And over time, this can mean for a monumental improvement. But when it comes to our style, as guys, we get comfortable. We found something that worked for us 10 years ago, 20 years ago. I don't know, maybe just 6 months ago. But here's the thing. You're in a different place. You've already had a promotion. You're working at a different job. You want a different type of look. You're in a new relationship. So why not up your style? Why not transform your look? And how to do that? Reevaluate what message are you sending? Does this represent me? Is this the style I want to go for? Does this embody who I want to portray? Now, you may think that's a little bit deep, maybe even over the top, but gentlemen, that is life. Life is a play, and the way that we dress, the way that we perform, the way that we speak, all of this helps others judge who we are and make decisions about us. And that's the next bad habit that so many guys have, is somehow they think it doesn't matter. Now, society loves to push that narrative, but that's a bunch of BS, because if that was the case, then just shut your eyes and try to make it through life. No, you can't, because we use our eyes to see things, to be able to make judgments. We're driving, green light, red light. Those have a particular meaning. And if you don't follow that, you're going to end up in an accident. The same thing when you're walking through life, when you look at somebody and you perceive them as a threat. You perceive that person as an opportunity. You perceive that person as attractive. All this is based off of not things that they said, but things that we see visually. And make no mistake, powerful men have known this since the beginning. That's why they develop a uniform, a set of clothing that they wear again and again that sends the message they want to send. Musicians do this all the time. Yeah, they may change it up, but they're going to be on that stage. They're going to be flamboyant. Look at Jimi Hendrix. The guy knew how to mesmerize a crowd. He had a particular look. He brought in suits. He brought in accessories. Prince, another amazing artist who on stage knew how to actually send the message. But this applies to classic music as well. In fact, there was a study in which classical musicians were dressed inappropriately, went out on stage, and their performance was viewed poorly, even though the music in this study was the same with the guys that were dressed nice, the guys that were dressed down, same exact music. But when an audience saw that someone didn't dress the part, they perceived the work, their music, as being less valuable. The point here is don't fall into the habit of thinking that your clothing, your image, your presentation doesn't matter. It does. Use your clothing as a tool to get what you want out of life. And speaking of tools and bad habits, a lot of guys have a bad habit of buying the cheapest tool when it comes to their wardrobe, when it comes to their accessories, when it comes to their grooming tools. You don't want cheap. You want value. I know for me, I define quality as great value at a great price. And that, gentlemen, is what today's sponsor, Harry's, has for you in their starter kit. For just $3, gents, you can get their starter set. This includes a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, foaming shaving gel with aloe, and a travel cover. That's a $13 value for $3. Now, gents, I've talked about Harry's before, and what I love about this company is that they craft high-quality, long-lasting blades and durable weighted handles that make a close, comfortable shave quick and enjoyable. Their refill blades start as low as $2. And over on the Harry's website, they've got a whole range of amazing face and body products for men, which of course they can deliver conveniently right to your door. Harry's insists you shouldn't have to choose between a great shave and a fair price, and that's why they're giving you both. So gents, for a limited time, you get this $13 deal for $3. Use the link in the description of today's video. Go over to Harry's and give them a shot. Oh, and they've got a 100% money back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Guys, if they're trying to acquire customers, it makes sense. Give them a shot. There's no risk. This is an amazing razor, an amazing deal. Go check them out, guys. Awesome company. Proud to support them. The next bad habit that's killing your style, you care too much about what other people think. So people use this as an excuse, like, I don't care, but you do care. And it's a herd mentality, because look around, you're dressing like everybody else. People say they don't care about fashion trends. They are caught in fashion trends. When it comes to the t-shirts, with the running shoes, with the jeans, with that baseball cap, you're doing this because everybody else is wearing this, because this is what the stores are selling you. Now, you do have options. And one of the best things I always think is going into a thrift store, because thrift stores are not tied necessarily to a time. They aren't just tied to a particular fashion. You've got basically, they are handed clothing, they put it out there, but you have to go through a lot more mental exercises to put outfits together in a thrift store. And this is great because you're forced to say, hey, you know what? I found this. It's vintage from the 1970s. Can I mix this with something here that's from 2015? Maybe something that just came out. I've got some great trousers, some great jeans in my wardrobe already. How is this top going to, how is this shirt going to look on me? And I love those type of exercises because it forces you to think and to define what style is yours. The next habit that's killing your style, you've got limited beliefs. You think that suits are outdated because you see older guys wearing suits. No guys your age wearing a suit. But here's the thing. The suit has been around for hundreds of years. It's not going anywhere, despite what everyone says in the media. And a suit, by definition, is just simply a jacket and a pair of trousers made from the same fabric, the made material. So we see tracksuits out there. We see, there's all different types of suit combinations. And when you understand that, hey, I can own this suit, I can wear the suit in any way I want. I can dress it down, I can dress it up, I can go with different styles. You start to see, that's why I like vintage shopping again, because you see suits from the 70s, suits from the 80s, suits from, 2010, and you see the different cuts, the different ways they put this together. And you find, you know what? When I put this on, the suit over time has evolved to make men look great, to make them look taller, leaner, more masculine. These are all great traits that you want to put, when you put a suit on, you want to feel like $1,000,000. And that's what I'm talking about with limiting beliefs, is that don't think just because my grandfather wore this that I can't ever pull this off. No, your grandfather, he got your grandmother and he looked great back in the day, and you can pull off that look, and all of a sudden it's going to be fresh, it's going to be new, because anyone that follows fashion and style knows what is old becomes new again. The next habit that's killing your style, you are seeing clothing that you like and you're trying to wear it without thinking about, how is this going to complement my build? How is this going to complement my natural colors? You're wearing clothing that's washing you out, wearing clothing that is just making you look wider, is making you look skinnier. So any piece of clothing, depending on the shape and the build of it, can actually enhance certain features. And you want to understand that, especially if you are a harder to fit body type. But you can wear clothing that isn't going to make you look overly large, clothing that's not going to make you look like your, skin and bones. You actually want to wear layered clothing. And even in the summer, maybe find something that, maybe a Henley that's a long sleeve and just roll it up. Maybe wear a long sleeve shirt if you're really skinny and then roll it up on the sleeves. This is not going to make you look big, but it is going to make you look better proportioned. If you're a heavier guy, oftentimes some of the same tactics. You'll wear a long sleeve shirt and roll it up. You want to avoid shorts in general. Trousers are going to work great. Yes, I know if it gets hot, then of course wear shorts. But so many guys default to shorts in the summer without thinking, I could wear actually tropical weight wool trousers. I could wear maybe a very lightweight shirt that's very breathable, made from linen, and it's going to complement the build of the heavier guy. Again, you're not going to look skinny, but it's better to look large and in charge than, fat and sloppy. That's not what we're going for. We're going for the guy that, you look like the kingpin. He pulls off those looks. Or again, if you're a skinnier guy, this is key with clothing, is finding things that accentuate your natural features and downplay your flaws. The next habit is being afraid to accessorize. And accessories are something for a lot of guys, they feel it's a little bit too flamboyant, a little bit too much. Again, I love looking to musicians. These people are up in front of crowds and they know how to bring in jewelry. They know how to bring in hats and accessories. But understand that you don't have to be going up on stage. You just simply want to go out and you want to get compliments. You want to get noticed. It's going to do a lot for your confidence. But how do you start wearing a hat? How do you start wearing maybe a little bit of extra jewelry? How do you start wearing those sunglasses, which are a little bit out of the ordinary? Maybe you normally don't even wear sunglasses, but you want to wear Wayfarers. So what you do is you practice wearing them around your house. That hat, you practice wearing it in the house. And what's going to happen is you're going to get used to it. You're going to forget it's there and you're going to step out. And you may not even notice that you're stepping out with those accessories on. And all of a sudden, you're in that situation. Now, you can always take them off. If you don't feel comfortable, maybe put it away. But what I love about practicing wearing accessories is that whenever you go and you start wearing them, it becomes natural. It's something that you've already gone through the steps, and it just feels like an extension of your body. All right, Jen, so what video to watch next? How about the biggest problems men are facing this year? Right now, issues that the modern man has to overcome. What am I talking about? Guys, find out in this video right here. Seriously, click on it. It's a good one. It will magically take you over to that next video, which, yeah, boom, click it. Come on. You know you want to do it.